18th in North America.
Round one. Fight! KO. Round two. Fight. You win.
Character.
This is the path of my destiny.
Round one. Fight!
Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Not yet! Damn it! Hadouken! Hadouken! Nice hit! Not yet!
Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! You win!
You've got a 5-win streak in ranked match. Streak in a ranked match.
Round one.
I was like, the tournament's about to start for me soon.
Fight!
So after this, I have to, after this match, I have to quit. Yeah, tell you that's watching the stream on Twitter or YouTube. I'm sorry, I can't look at the chats right now. Like I'm about to start the Grilla tournament though. First match is now. Yeah, just waiting for the match to start. Outside, right back.
Go time. Let's do this. The grid alternative. All wrong. Bust you up.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
Round one. Fight! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Final round. Fight! You lose. Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Final round. Fight! You win. Round 1. Fight.
I keep messing up. Yeah, one more chance. There we go. Stop messing up your inputs.
Round 2. Fight. You win.
Excuse me.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
What a fucking comeback. What a fucking comeback. Woo! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so good.
It's go time.
He is one of the strongest Uran players, in my opinion, in the world.
Yes, I agree.
Just because of his, he has very strong offense, and he fears no one. Also, he's the type of player that doesn't really care who's on the other side of the screen. He's just,
I mean,
play his game.
as you shouldn't though when you're playing. Like, if you're too afraid to win, then you won't win.
Yeah, and We mentioned him earlier, Space Boy, who thought we were going to see in the previous match, but he's coming up to play now. And he came into the season with a couple of characters. You know, known for his Sakura, but at the beginning of the season, he did learn Luke and Akira.
Yes.
So now he has kind of like this arsenal of characters that he can, you know, use depending on the matchup. So who do you think he should use versus Urian?
I do feel that he's probably going to go with the Luke, because the Luke, you know, kind of has everything. Luke is one of the stronger characters in the game. Urian, formerly one of the stronger characters in the game. Right? Luke would be able to enjoy good offense against Urian because, you know, no DP anymore, right? Also, with great fireball and great DP, great damage output, great pokes as well. Yeah, and as we can see right now, it's definitely going to be the Luke.
Yeah, so he definitely knows the right character to pick. And, you know, Space Boy he's a very, like, kind of a slow, methodical style where he doesn't really go too aggressive, but he has very strong offense, though. He knows how to pick his spots. He knows how to, you know, find those right hits to kind of definitely get you in that corner and keep you there.
Yeah, but definitely not afraid of making the hard read defensively and offensively as well.
All right, and right there, one of the biggest changes about fighting against Urian now is that you don't have to worry about a reversal anymore. Urian's EX headbutt is no longer invincible.
And on top of that too, like I believe the light headbutt throw invincibility happens a lot later.
Yeah, he's still able, I believe, to wake up with that. But oh no, actually no, he is not.
No. Before it was, I believe it was a couple of frames of throw invincibility, but like it was like on the frame three, but you're throw invincible for the first 2 frames, and then it would carry over to the 3rd frame.
Yeah, but now, yeah, he basically has nothing that he could just guess on wake up with. So definitely a character that's much harder to defend with.
What a jump!
An excellent jump from Mandrake right there. He still has a very, you know, aggressive style.
All right, but he's going making sure that DR Mandrake knows that he should be respected on wake up.
Oh, busting out with the V trigger 1 right there.
And before Urian would probably have answered, because there's a gap there. That's why DR Mandrake got hit. This light gap there. But Urian 1 already wasn't triggered, so it didn't have V shift. And 2 doesn't have an EX headbutt anymore. Not that he was charging anyways, but like those are the options that would have been available before, but they're not.
Yeah, so now he has to, you know, find some different ways to get his damage and, you know, different opportunities to challenge, not like before. So definitely a much tougher character to use. I would say that the thing that Urian still does have that is good is that his offense. He's still able to have, you know, convert really well from like a counter hit standing medium punch up close. He still has great anti-airs. And he's still fast. It's just defensively that he's definitely,
you know,
very tough to use.
A 4-frame jab character, so not easy, the easiest thing in the world to challenge certain pressure with that. And a tall character as well, so like certain angles of jumping could be could be difficult to discern what you need to use the anti-air.
Yeah, but right now he's able to find that hit with a crouching medium kick, activate into the V trigger. Definitely one of the classic ways that we see Urian taking out rounds. Still something that he has in his arsenal.
Yeah, that crouching medium kick is still one of the better lows in the game, even though it's not cancelable, but it does have a lot of range. Very safe on block.
Yeah, it has good range and a very good hitbox as well. The only thing is that now it's more punishable on whiff, so they can't just kind of fish with it as much.
Yeah.
But it's still definitely a good button in terms of, like, you know, when you are in range to reach with it as a poke.
Yep.
Still a good button.
Boy, Facebook trying to make this comeback, has the corner situation.
Right, nice challenge right there from Mandrake. Sneaking in that crouching jab and converted it to the headbutt.
No anti-air from Mandrake. Oh, the sweep back bait.
Oh, he forgot about the EX headbutt. That is unthrowable now, so maybe he expected a throw. But got punished for his troubles. And right there, using the V trigger just to create some space. Giving him an opportunity to charge up the V skill. And one of the difficult things about fighting Luke is that his V trigger does not run away if he doesn't spend it. It actually slowly builds back up.
Yeah, that's the thing about Luke. You can't leave Luke alone. Like it's not gonna go away. If Luke spends it all the time on the other end of the screen, he's gonna have more V trigger.
Yeah, so it definitely it's a different dynamic from other characters that you want to lame them out while they have the V trigger to hopefully make it run out. But against Luke, if you don't want to constantly be getting chip from his V trigger 1, you have to go to him.
Where you see a missed anti-air attempt, Space Boy.
And once again, nice challenge there from Luke. Luke's with crouching jab.
It is 3 frames. One of the longer 3 frames in the game.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best 3-frame crouching light punches in the game for sure.
And Space Boy try to wake up with buttons. They're probably the 3-framer instead of taking the risk on the DP. But the Mandrake's meaty was on point.
Yeah, he definitely was ready for the full combo right there. He did the crouching light punch into the crouching medium punch, and then finished it off with the light kick. Had a little bit going more damage there, but he didn't need it. So puts himself on the board. One game apiece.
It's looking pretty competitive so far. Not a very one-sided set so far.
Yeah, still making it work. Possibly inspired by the recent events of we saw Shuto in Japan still doing his thing with the nerfed Urien. Like I said, Urien, one of those characters that he's probably like middle of the pack now, definitely not a top tier.
I remember a tier list from Shuto after the nerfs happened, and he had a lot of faith in Urien still. And you know what? I guess he's been vindicated by winning this CPT.
Yeah, definitely. In Japan, they still rate this character pretty highly. Other regions, I think maybe because of the characters that they play, they don't rate him as highly so much. Like here in the States, we have, quite possibly the best lore in the world. So that's a character that kind of shuts down Urien from succeeding in this region, if you can say. So it's kind of hard to put him as high as other regions when there's so many other characters that are represented here that are keeping him from doing.
Yeah, I think there's plus like if you're playing a highly offensive character, usually Urien. One of the things that it's hard to get in on him in the first place, right? Without taking to the air, the longer limbs, right? But now if you knock him down, you can definitely abuse the lack of defensive options on wake up. Except for B shift. But the thing about Urien is that you might want to hold on to your trigger.
Yeah, so definitely a character also that you have to really think about. Do you want to use your resources in that way of using V shift and V reversals like that? So we did see that Shuto does opt to go to play that route. I guess he's kind of changing the meta of how you use Urien.
Yeah, I think you might not want to, because before his regular neutral defense, the fact that he had a strong EX reversal that led to damage, right? So basically he'd wake up with EX reversal and build some bar back with the follow-up, right?
And he was able to convert into Aegis with that too, so he was able to get things started. But as you saw right now, he was holding on to the V trigger 1, and he got mauled as a result, where he probably could have used some opportunities to V reversal, maybe V shift. So Urien players have to really think about how they're saving and using those resources.
Yeah, before it was kind of like Urien got to eat his cake and have it too.
So definitely not having as much cake as he used to.
No.
He got to take whatever morsels he can get right now. And but this is the Mandrake that we're talking about. He is a very strong player. I wouldn't count him out just yet. He's fighting a very strong character in Luke, but sometimes the player skill is able to pull you through. So just a matter of him surviving this onslaught of pressure right now from Space Boy.
Well, it's not looking too good right now, but that might change if he can get to activate this trigger and whatever he can do with it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, this should kill. Yep.
Oh man, that did a grip right there.
It wasn't even done.
Luke, the future, showing what he's gonna be giving us in Street Fighter 6, bringing us hell. More years of this. Get ready, guys.
6 more years.
Oh man. Oh, nice crouching heavy punch right there. Wasn't able to get the full charge into the 2 hits of the fireball there, but
still some good damage was done. Good check on that. Yeah, that is one of the. When I first saw that move, I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, so right there, Baseball tried to go for the EX run into the overhead, but Mandrake remembered that from one of the last times that the similar exchange happened, and he just checked it with a jab. So,
all right, Space Boy still on set point. Can Mandrake take this game and tie it up?
But right now, Space Boy does have about a 40% life lead right now.
And the corner situation. Everything looking good for Space Boy. I mean, I have faith that Mandrake is a very strong. Oh, I know he's a strong player.
I like the way that Mandrake is checking, but I feel like he's checking a little bit too many times sometimes. I think he should kind of use that his plus frames a little bit more, maybe sneak in a throw or something that will open up some more opportunities later on. Oh man, a little bit too early on the release of that fireball right there.
Oh, this is gonna kill it. Yep.
Just like that, Space Boy able to find the confirm into the critical art. Lights out.
Yeah, that was unfortunate because like right there when he got the anti-air, wasn't able to get more damage from that. Wasn't able to use like, cause I know the way it hit, it looked like he messed up his meaty because of the way it hit. He's trying to adjust to Space Boy landing so early, didn't get a chance to really set up activating trigger because you know you want to either get a hit or you want to put them in a situation where they have to guess for the round.
Yeah, and this was one of those matchups where you definitely saw the nerfs that Urien has come into play, especially when he was in the corner. We saw a couple of times he tried to wake up with the EX headbutt, and
It did successfully work one time.
yeah, one time because Space Boy went for a throw. It is unthrowable, but you know that's not really the way that you want to be, you know, escaping out of the corner with like guess moves like that have a low success rate of hitting. So definitely had his back to the wall the whole time. I do feel like he did put up a valiant effort, but you know, for the most part, Space Boy just felt really comfortable in that matchup. Never really saw him threaten neutral too much.
The thing is, though, it's not like Luke suffers from neutral. Like, obviously, Urien has good long buttons, but Luke isn't really, like, begging for better buttons either. Like, he has a good standing medium kick, good trigger activations, good standing fierce. When you're walking backwards, you can retreat. It's a very high damage conversion.
Yeah. So definitely Luke is not lacking in the buttons department.
No,
he
at all. He is the future.
Yeah, so you know, with the future right there. But up next, it looks like we got Metro M queuing up against Child. We got Balrog versus Balrog. If you know the Japanese names, a little bit of classic lore right there. But yeah, it is Claw over here in the States known as Vega, and Balrog, the boxer here. They're queuing up ready to play. And this matchup is another one that I do feel is slightly in Boxer's favor.
Yeah.
Not by much. You know, Vega does have the really fast walk speed. He's able to kind of escape.
Great normals, you know, like you can kind of pester. Vega can pester characters, right? The issue is that once Vega gets knocked down, it doesn't have a traditional V reversal, not like the ones that knock you down or side switch. So Vega's not getting onto the corner anytime soon. Not really.
Yeah. With
a V reversal. Now you may want to strategically use V shift / that V reversal to get some space, but like I think it'll depend on how well Child can get in and get his game going.
Yeah, and one of the other things, just player matchup wise with these two players, Child is a very, very aggressive Balrog player, and Metro is kind of a more slower pace. You know, he wants to chip you little by little, kind of type of player. But if he gets cornered, that style's not that effective there. You know, you got to fight your way out of the corner, and Balrog is a character that thrives when he has you in that position.
Oh, definitely. Like, I mean, Vega is a finesse character in a way. You want to control space, you want to pester them, you want to make it annoying for them to get in. But Metro M able to. That was a cheap setup. Not gonna lie, it could have led to some really good damage, but Child on it in the B shift.
Child sniffing it out. He saw that, you know, Metro M was going for a dirty little reset right there. And he said, you know what, I want no part of that. I'm going to be shit right out of there. This won't kill, but it will give him the corner.
Wow, and it gets the meaty too.
Right there, Child probably trying to move, trying to walk forward. Got hit by the crouching heavy punch from Vega.
I'm not really sure what Metro tried to do there, but wasn't really punished for it.
And I like the way Metro is kind of maintaining that space where he's chasing him down. He's staying at a space where if Child goes for a rush punch, it'll be punishable. So he's keeping it close right there, not giving Child that room to breathe.
Yep. Oh, and now checking the spin as well. Oh, that was definitely an accident.
Definitely a mistake right there. Lost all his meter.
Not only, and practically all of his life too. I think the mask is off.
Lost a ton of life from that mistake right there.
Lost all of his accessories.
Definitely cost him that round. That one mistake.
100%. If we could point to one thing, one reason that he lost was definitely that misbuffered CA.
What if he tried to go for an Aurora finish? He just probably didn't execute it cleanly.
Possibly. I mean, we may never know at all. But just like that, it was looking, well, not that it was looking rough for Child. Like, Child lost a very close round, but then because of that gift, may have found himself able to win the first game.
Yeah, sometimes every little bit of damage counts. Every little mistake, with players at this level, they will make you pay. So
right now, Metro is doing a lot of making Child pay.
Damn.
Oh
wow, no conversion off of that. He definitely could have comboed. He didn't recognize that he got a counter hit. He could have extended and got the corner for the next mix up for the kill.
Oh wait, that's punishable. Oh, punish.
Missed the punish right there. Couldn't have killed from that, but again, these execution mistakes are costing Child.
You know what though? If he had gotten a standing strong into light rush punch with the +2 situation, then you have the command grab too, then you got to take a 50-50, and that 50-50 would have killed. It would have been a command grab or a short jab into rush punch.
So definitely right there, some execution mistakes that cost both players in that first game of the set. A lot of damage, but Metro M able to keep it together after making that mistake that cost him a round. Child clean it up a little bit.
Yep.
All right, Child's fishing with some standing heavy punches, trying to get that crush counter, maybe for a knockdown.
Metro on point with checking those dashing straight.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before, I love the range that Metro M is staying at. He's constantly walking into a range where he's just outside of Balrog's standing heavy punch range, but just inside of the range where if Child goes for a rush punch, it'll be punishable.
Oh, and going for a very, very dangerous gambit.
Yeah, looking a little bit desperate for damage right there.
It finally works out, but not really much damage given from it as well. And Metro is definitely content with nickel and diming him right now.
Yeah, and even if Child does activate into the V trigger, Metro M does have a good amount of life to survive at least one of the command throws. So,
and surely that was going to be slide in the trigger activation just to get to the other end of the screen.
So right now, Metro M doing a very good job of watching his resources, and Metro M, able to slow down the pace to the match where Vega, is feeling comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, and so far, Metro is doing such a good job of just pushing him back to the end of the screen, but Child now has a corner situation. What will you do with it? All but the check.
Amazing check right there from Metro M. One of those situations where he was either going to get comboed, or he was going to get the check. So he just made the right read.
Gets the meaty too. Throws the mask off for the damage boost.
Yeah, and that's the second time that we see Child lose a game because of either moving or pressing buttons after getting thrown in the corner. So yeah, definitely he's not respecting enough. He has to maybe take a little bit of a pause, maybe block for a few frames longer, create some space if he blocks that next normal.
Oh, definitely.
Just so they could get out of the corner, because you don't want to be losing every round or end of every game that way.
Oh, at all. Oh yeah, Metro seems super comfortable with Child playstyle. Oh, good block on that and the punish as well.
So far, Metro has been doing a very good job of punishing those overheads.
And that V skill choice as well. It's proven that it's very useful in this match.
Yeah, it would avoid some rush punches right there, get the flip kick. Slide right there to get that corner position. Once again, we keep on seeing that after a throw, Child keeps trying to move. We're not seeing counter hit, so he's not pressing buttons, but he's for some reason either trying to jump out, or trying to maybe move forward. Not blocking.
No,
for lack of a better way to put it.
The V shift finally goes to the V trigger grab, but no dice. Oh yeah, that was a whip punish.
Very good use of the V shift right there from Metro M. Metro M making a really good defensive reads right now, knowing when to reshift out of the command throw.
Not able to punish that EX trade. Not even sure if it is punished, but I think it's pretty safe.
Like, nice and heavy punches to guard combo from Metro M.
Right, but right now, Child needs to take this game, stay in there. But Metro has a decent life lead.
I like the way he used the rush punch cancel into the B-skill spin just to get back in, but Metro M ready for the punish on that missed target combo. Wow, that active frames on that medium Aurora spinach, blocking that EX rush punch attempt.
Yeah, but Child with a significant life left. Alright, finally gets to activate, but couldn't get anything from that.
Yeah, a little bit of execution mistake right there.
Right, and Metro, they're super content with the positioning. Has super, we're definitely going to spend it there because that's a tight string. Can't get out of that, and it was going to be canceled in the super as well if it had not hit.
And so I want to say the beginning of this set, they were kind of going neck and neck. It looked like, you know, that, like I mentioned, that slight advantage that Balrog has in the matchup. Like it was kind of showing itself there, but Metro M did a really good job of not only creating the situation that he wanted of staying in the middle of the stage. We rarely saw him fighting out of the corner. So he did a really good job of keeping the match in the middle of the screen. But also the way that he recovered after making that big mistake with the the blocked critical art, and he lost a ton of life. He lost a round. He was actually still able to take that game. So definitely very good composure from Metro M right there, and that's the kind of play that you want carrying into this tournament to get deeper in the bracket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like and then if you looked at the first game, you wouldn't have thought it was going to be like a 3-0. But like such good composure even after that execution error, able to take control back up the next round and keep on riding that momentum in a way. And it's funny that I say momentum because Metro was controlling the pace of the match and stifling momentum.
Yeah,
so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. He was playing in such a way that he wasn't letting Child get anything started. And Balrog is not the type of character that wants to try to win a match, getting little hits here and there. He wants to get that big damage, push you in the corner, get some crush counters. And he just never got that opportunity.
No, not at all. Like, I mean, Metro looks to be super familiar with that matchup. I'm not sure. I think both of the players are from the same area.
Yeah,
so they may play each other a lot.
Yeah. I believe they're both from the DMV region. A lot of these guys just in this tournament entirely are from the East Coast, so they definitely are familiar with each other from various tournaments in the past. But those two, it definitely, like you mentioned, it definitely did look like a player familiarity from Metro M's side, particularly.
All right, but Child is not out of it yet. There is still a loser bracket.
Yeah, and
I call it Tartarus.
Yeah, it's looking tough down there right now.
It's looking too hot down there.
Yeah, you got Mandrake waiting down there. Child just went down there.
Nightmare Effect. They're there to give everyone bad dreams.
Yeah, so definitely he wants to give some people nightmares in that loser side. But let's talk about who we got in the winners left though.
We still got Arturo rocking the Dawson. We still got Space Boy with his numerous characters, depending on he would like to play. And the matchup that we initially thought was going to be Space Boy versus Arturo, we may end up seeing that matchup very soon. Well, we actually have Space Boy in the room right now. I do not know who his opponent is. It's probably not going to be Metro M because Metro just played a match.
Yeah, so I think it's if it's Space Boy and he won and Arturo won his match, I feel like it will be Arturo. Just waiting for him to queue up. But definitely tournament that is not short of talent. We have some very strong players.
Also we do have Tega.
Yeah, Tega is waiting in the wings. He did get a bye for his first round.
Yes. So that will be Metro M versus Tega.
Yeah, definitely
on the winner's side.
It'll be an interesting match to see as well. Tega, he is, I want to say, very known for his Shoto play. In Street Fighter 4, he played Gen, but in Street Fighter 5, he played, before Kage came out, he played a mix of Akuma and Ryu, depending on the matchup.
back.
Let's do
This
it.
is the path to achieve
I'm always
enlightenment.
ready for a fight.
Round one. Fight.
I don't know what happened.
It's go time. Let's do this. The grid alternative.
Let's do it.
This is the
I'm
path
always
to
ready
achieve
for a
enlightenment.
fight.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. You lose. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. You win. Round one. Fight. You win. Round 1. Fight!
was a good trade with the fireball. Get the knockdown.
Right? But Metro M is using the B skill 1 in this matchup. Last matchup we saw him use B skill 2, and this is one that was the reason right there. Kage does not have very good fireballs, and Vega has a very good anti-fireball B skill.
And Metro is not like really abusing it either. It's kind of like, oh, that was weird. No punish either. Cause he does the little hop afterwards, right? Yeah, Vega very punishable after you whiffs a wall dive.
I think even Tega was caught by surprise. It's not a combo we usually see whiff.
Yep.
So he probably wasn't sure where exactly Vega was going to land, so he didn't. He wasn't able to calculate. Comfortable taking off the shirt, wants to flex a little bit.
Oh no, he might get burnt over all that fire. Like, if Tega takes a strong, he might have to put it back on.
Right, and confirming to the roll right there from Vega.
Alright, but Tega doesn't have a lot of meter. All of it, that might not matter now because he's gonna lose a lot of life.
Big jumping from Metro M right there. Pound of right at the needle with that one right there. He wasn't really jumping the entire set, and the one moment where Tega threw one erroneous fireball, ate a full jumping for his trouble.
Alright, Tega fishing with standing strong, trying to whiff punish, but it's not gonna matter. He's gonna die here. Alright, but trying to whiff punish that standing strong from Vega into probably like a heavy top two or something like that into full conversion.
Unable to get anything going. Like once again, those short limbs from Kage, very hard to get into a position to do work against Vega. Vega has very good walk speed, able to get in and out of those ranges and poke you in the process of you trying to get into his range.
Yep. First game goes to Metro. I think that the very last round was super comfortable, and Tega showing that he's still awake, able to anti-air.
Yeah, and Metro M finished that first game with a super optimal V-trigger combo right there. Used the right amount of resources to get them down to the last pixel, just the amount of damage that he needed to get the kill.
And Metro actually on offense. Like usually when you think about Vega, you don't think about Vega going on offense, like instilling his will on you. But well, this is probably why, because if you mess up, you're now in the corner, right?
Yep. Right there, Tega did a really good job of switching the corner position when he was the one cornered. As you mentioned, he was kind of in the jail. We call that the jail in fighting games, when none of your attacks reach their attack reach yours, and they just kind of keep you locked down in the corner and you're stuck kind of whipping there. But Tega did a good job of being patient, finding the opportunity to find the right hit, to do a switch aside, and then he returned the favor.
But Tega trying to be a little more active, but Metro was still enjoying this max range on that standing medium punch.
This is one of the issues that Kage has in matchups like this, where he doesn't really have any buttons that reach, and it kind of forces him to fish with a standing heavy punch. Pray that he gets a crush counter, that he can convert into something else, because his fireballs ain't gonna really do it.
No,
but it
not at all.
when Tega has that B skill.
Not at all. Like I mean, the fireball game hasn't really been the go-to for winning this round or taking round. And then the one round that he did win, like had a significant win, was because he cornered Tega.
Yeah, and I would even argue that that's not something specific to Kage. I feel like any character with strong offense can win that way against Vega.
Yes.
But what matters more is how often are you able to put Vega in that position. And Kage, unfortunately, struggles to do that.
Yep.
Versus a character like Vega. So just like that, look at the life lead that Arturo was able to maintain that round.
You may have to consider a character choice, a different character.
I definitely would like to see Tega switch to Ryu. He does have a Ryu.
Not that it would be much easier for Ryu because Ryu doesn't have an easy time against Vega as well. I think Shotos in general don't have an easy time against Vega, but at the same time, like Ryu can, he can take hits.
Yeah,
He got a stronger chin.
Yeah, he could take some hits. He has a better fireball for sure. He has a great dash and a good 6-frame crouch medium kick that did get buffed, and he could convert that into damage now pretty far. So
I mean, even Akuma, a more mobile Shoto is a better choice.
yes, I don't think this current iteration of Kuma will do too much better, but
Possibly not, but still
definitely better than Kage though. for sure.
significantly better air mobility because while Kage can change his jump arc with via dive kick or even like the air fireballs, Kuma can move forward, has EX demon flip, regular demon flip, right? Has a better fireball game
Yes, for sure.
in general, right? Has a better fireball game, has a better air game, and he's gonna go with the Akuma.
With factor that he's a little bit more familiar with. Even if like as we mentioned, it's not really a great matchup, but just sometimes you gotta bring out a different tool for the job, especially the one that you tried before wasn't getting it done.
And Akuma does have really good walk speed, and already you notice that Kage was having problems getting in, but Akuma is already in.
So nice use of the standing medium kick, good punish right there. Is an excellent position for our Akuma right there. He is able to more consistently get heavy punch DP in the corner after the EX top two.
I like that, going for the command grab after the -2. Or is it -1? Oh,
I don't know what he did before the command grab, but
top.
oh yeah, that
Oh no.
-2.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why I thought -1. I haven't played Akuma in a while, so. Alright, but yeah, and Metro kind of stole that one too.
A little bit of a bad read from Tega going with the trigger DP. Ended up costing him the round. He was doing really well that round too. So sometimes it'll be like that. Sometimes
Sometimes it'd be like that.
You gotta commit to your decision, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
I mean,
That's fighting games for you.
that is what fighting games are. Like you look like a hero when it works.
And you're also on the
Right,
outside look like a buffoon when it doesn't. But
Yep.
you gotta be willing to accept that as one of the possibilities. That
Yep.
it's just another tool.
Yeah, but the very like a very realistic possibility right now is that Vega might not get in against this Vega. Metro is playing at a very controlling pace.
No anti-air from Metro there. And that's some information that Tega will be able to use.
Yep, he's still in the corner.
Oh, no DP?
Oh no, DP again.
Huge situation.
Oh, now you gotta guess for the game. Okay, air fireball. Oh yeah, it does 160 plus frames.
Oh, nice jump.
Yeah. Okay, you can get this hard knockdown. You get a mix afterwards.
Oh,
What a button choice.
interesting fight choice right there.
Not really. Oh,
Oh, no super. Another opportunity.
12 seconds on the clock. Hey, Metro doesn't have to do anything at this point.
Low risk.
Yeah.
This was fishing with the light punch at that point. He saw that Akuma had to come in and try to get some damage, and Tega missed the crouching medium kick from
Oh, yeah.
into the critical
You
arc.
hate to see it happen, but great control from Metro. And then even, I would say, yeah, the crouching medium kick would have definitely given Tega the round had he had seen it. But like the decision to do crouching fierce against the chop, I'm not really sure if he saw the chop and instinctively said, I'm gonna press crouching fierce here,
Yeah.
or if he was always going to press crouching fierce.
Yeah, I feel like by the button choice that he must have been waiting
For chop.
for chop. Yeah, so I don't know if he necessarily immediately reacted instantly, but because he was looking for it, it made the ability to press that button a little bit easier.
No, I would say that since it was down fierce, that maybe it was meant to be V shift,
Possible.
or maybe it was supposed to be V shift, or it's supposed to be like a V reversal. Because a V reversal from crouching position and it end up becoming crouching fierce, like one or the other. I feel like because when the chop happened, that happened so fast either he was like, oh, I know you're gonna do chop right now.
Yeah.
Right. Like, eh, I don't know. Like, I mean, I think all of like plausible.
Yeah, and that's definitely the decision that sealed the round right there.
Metro says it was a reversal. Yeah, I was like that happened so fast. I'm like, impossible that he knew it was gonna be chop right there. Especially in a situation where he has so much help. Why would you take the risk? Oh yeah, I'm gonna anti-air this chop. What if it fails?
Yeah,
and then now it's like +7, right? No, he definitely wasn't gonna take. Definitely was not gonna take that risk.
No, what he will take is, he'll take those though.
Mhm.
He takes sports.
Well, now he's in the winners finals.
W, puts himself in a position to keep fighting on in this tournament, and
But funny story, I supported both these characters financially.
there you go. So a little bit of incentive for you for these guys to win. One of the,
3 already.
yeah, one of the interesting things about this event is that the players that you support can end up in turn supporting you. So make sure you support your players, guys.
All right, but what do we have coming up next? Looks like we have Child coming up, and
It will probably be Child going up against
I feel like it's gonna be Nightmare.
BC Sabin.
Oh, it's
According to what I'm seeing here,
okay.
we got Mr. Sabin going up against Child.
Just fighting all the Balrogs.
Arturo is definitely going through the gauntlet of the matchups. Interestingly, he beat a Balrog before to now have to, and then
Completely different pacing though, because I feel like if we look at Nightmare Effect's Balrog, right? Nightmare Effect is by the book. If I look at how the match played, right? Not that he's not aggressive, but I feel like it was way more measured.
yes,
The aggression, way more bulldogging, walking down, staying at safe ranges, checking rolls, checking other like possible aggressive decisions from Arturo, because Arturo was fighting from a defensive standpoint,
Yeah.
and then trying to steal a turn back with Jiro, probably try to push him out.
Yeah.
He was good at checking those, right? But when I look at Child is like, oh, I'm gonna roll the dice on spins and low, spin and overhead,
yeah,
right? Dash straight into spins, dash straight into throw, or whatever, right? After the spin, things like that, like just to give you the mental stack
yeah.
in a way.
And speaking of the mental stack, what I would have liked to see in that matchup in particular, that we saw represented in the matchup of Arturo versus Space Boy, was that we saw when Space Boy decided to turn it up from, I want to say 20 to 100. Way he just started that round with a dash up sweep and going immediately for the EX run into the flip, just kind of keeping him on his toes. You have to be able to do that with Balrog to impose your will on a character like Dhalsim that isn't really that good up close. And Balrog, who is good up close, has to show why he dominates in that position.
Oh, most definitely.
And we saw Nightmare Effect wasn't really sneaking in those EX rush punches as much as he probably could have.
Yeah. I mean, and by the time that I feel that Nightmare Effect was trying to steal turn, he had already lost the lead. Arturo was on set point.
Yes.
He had a significant life deficit.
So let's see if Child did get a chance to see that matchup. So he was able to get a little bit of data to see how Arturo is handling Balrog today. So I feel like Child has strategically a little bit of an advantage going into this matchup, because he has the access to the information where he was able to see exactly.
It's go time. Let's do this.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! You lose. It's go time. It's go time. do this.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
Ball lift you up. Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! You win! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! You win! It's go time!
Defensive options. Obviously, this season, he doesn't lack defensive options. He has the universal defensive option that everybody has. But coupled with the fact that Dawson is already strong neutral wise, I would say that the ability to go back to neutral is exactly a spot on the screen where Dawson thrives.
Yeah.
And maybe more than most characters in the game, being just getting back, because a lot of characters don't really want to go back to neutral. Like if you're playing aggressive, say if you're playing Balrog,
Yeah.
well maybe that's a bad example, but say you're playing Zangief, right? You don't want to go back to neutral. You worked mad hard to get here,
Yeah.
right? Going back to neutral isn't what you want to do, right? Now, but Dawson is like, nah, I want to be full screen away.
Yeah. Dalsim gets to dictate how he wants to play.
Yeah.
Pretty much from anywhere on the screen.
But here we got Nightmare Effect versus Tega.
Another tough matchup for Kage.
I mean, like it seems like the four kingdoms are very good against fireballs.
Against the shadow of Ryu.
They're all great against fireballs.
And now Tega doing a pretty good job of putting himself on the board.
That was actually punishable.
Hey, nice spacing on that forward heavy punch right there.
But
He's doing this punish right there.
right, Tega actually with a significant light lead though. But Nightmare Effect
Nice challenge with the leg kick right there.
still has the option to activate trigger.
Right, and Tega still does have a small life lead right now, but doesn't necessarily mean that much against Balrog. He's a very high damage character and hasn't activated the trigger yet. Not gonna kill, but put himself in a throw or hit for the kill situation.
I like the backing up because Kage does have trigger and had a couple of bars too. So EXP deactivate was like a real thing.
Yeah.
So why even put yourself in a situation where, you know, maybe they'll jump out of the corner or something like because you hesitated for the DP.
Yep. Yep. And as you mentioned, that when he backed up, he was the one in control, able to close that round. But now Kage gets to have fun. Nice focus turn back with that crouching medium kick right there.
Right. A little bit late on the reversal.
Good punish right there from Nightmare Effect.
Oh, that crouching pierce.
Excellent timing with that crouching pierce.
Oh, recovered. I'm dashing low.
Right. Good patience there from Nightmare Effect. He hasn't really been getting opened up by the staggered crouching medium punches from Tega.
All right.
He saw it again right there. He sees the walk and he's challenging properly, so I think Tega needs to adjust the timing on the frame fast just a little bit.
I like the arc changes from Tega. Oh, that could have been maybe not death, but it could have been bad.
Does need one more hit, so see if he's able to make it count. Right, saved all his resources right there. Good way to finish out that round. One round apiece.
All right, so I remember well, he was working on a full CA and the 1EX.
Kage playing dangerously right now. Just fishing with that forward heavy punch. That button does force stand, whether it does hit crouching or standing, he's able to get the target combo into the V skill.
Oh, and Tega's doing such a good job of just chaining the jump arc.
That's a little bit too much right there. But
Yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah, not being dissuaded from going for the anti-air option, which is why the regular jump did not work out.
Thanks back though, able to switch side.
Oh, now you gotta guess. You gotta guess for the game now.
Oh, we're gonna sneak away. Oh no! Oh, Lehman setup right there.
He didn't finish the target combo.
Right, and lucky for Tega, no chip kill to worry about right there.
Okay, and Nightmare Effect.
Well, he does get a combo from the sweep with that V trigger.
Are you not able to tackle fast enough?
Nope.
Oh, what?
Not in that situation. Good awareness from Tega. Able to steal that first game with a cheeky sweep. Not an option that you usually think about. The sweeps are very punishable in Street Fighter.
I mean, you can make it safe because of the top.
Yeah.
Still like -2, but you know. Tega kind of gets away with one there.
Right, nice use of the forward heavy punch right there.
Oh, good input.
Tega playing a lot more aggressive in this set.
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought that it would be the other way around. Taking the one, you know, controlling the pacing of the match, whether it be neutral or offense, and right now Tega is driving for it.
Yeah, and I want to see Tega remember that if you hit that target combo in the corner, he can actually juggle with a DP instead of V skill, does a little bit more damage. But you know, maybe he wanted to get a little bit more V meter just in case he didn't get the kill.
All right, and right now Tega is like, you know what? Like I can see in his play that he feels like he has it. He's gonna have PA.
Combo for the critical art.
Not even gonna be nothing. Oh, okay, you know what?
Goes for with the animation.
Oh yeah,
Making a statement there.
definitely a statement. And was that a perfect?
It was a perfect.
I don't know, like there's fewer things more impactful than that.
Yeah, so, you know, one of the things that Kage kind of has going for him is not like one of the super strongest things to have, but his toward heavy punch does have a great hitbox, good range. Kage may not have great buttons, but he does have a button that he can use. And as long as he's spacing it correctly and representing that as part of his offense, it is something that you have to play around. You know, whether you face yourself out of it so you can whiff punishment, or hit him before he can stick it out, get close and punish it and block. It forces you to change how you can approach the Kage matchup.
Definitely.
And Nightmare looking a couple of stabs, maybe having a little bit of a connection issue, but both players decided to keep it going.
Yep. Oh, for right now with the pseudo throw loop, finally takes a throw, gets the low medium kick, activate. Gonna go for a mix up there. Tega defends. Is in the corner, that doesn't defend that. Oh, the combo drop.
And didn't convert after landing the overhead, doing the hard part, up in the easy part.
Oh no, the hard part is knowing that you are now, that Tega is now at that point.
This is not where you want to be as Nightmare Effect. I feel like Tega is still riding that momentum from the last 2 games.
Yep. And the thing about it too, like Tega has been going for the jump options, but actually going for a lot of cross-ups too. With the anti-air option. I think maybe Nightmare Effect needs to put air to air.
Man, good pressure there from Nightmare Effect, working on about a 30% life lead. Did have the corner, and just let him out of the corner right there. Not sure what that's about.
Oh yeah, right now Tega throwing offense. All of them, little execution error. Probably tried to get fireball.
After the reset there from Nightmare Effect, he could sneak in the throw.
Oh, this throw is very powerful for Tega. Now you have to guess for the game.
Oh, and didn't convert across the medium punch. I feel like he could have done
Oh,
something.
wait a minute. Yep. And Tega is gonna take that very cheekily.
Clean decision there from Tega. After the raw, raging demon.
I thought, yeah, honestly, I thought when Tega did the light stomp right there. I'm not sure what stomp he did, right?
Yeah,
But you can just demon after that.
yeah, he definitely was trying to create the threat of the demon right there,
Mhm.
which allowed him to get that crouching medium punch.
Mhm.
Didn't convert from it. I feel like he could have ended that round a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But you know, he was able to find a situation where he sneaked in the demon and took the game.
Yeah, like
3 games in a row.
I mean, that's a situation where Balrog, like as I was saying before, Balrog's one of those characters that doesn't really have the best defensive options. You would say that his offense is defense.
Yes.
Like he has armor.
Yes.
Armor loses to meaties and throws, right? So you see that like within both of the Balrog players that we had, they were V-reversing quite a bit. They were V-shifting because those are the regular defensive options that they have to go to.
Yes.
So, but in a situation like that, he didn't, where he had no meter. So super is the only other thing he could have possibly done. Didn't have any meter for
Yeah.
super, right? And so then you got to pick and choose if you're gonna jump. And you saw there were like 3 counter hits or like 3 hits where Nightmare Effect was standing.
Yeah.
Those were all jumps.
Yeah.
100%. After the crouching strong and when Tega like messed up the combo, then Nightmare Effect got hit jumping.
Yeah.
Right? And then got hit with a standing short jumping. And Tega, I feel like when he did the standing light kick, that was to see if he was gonna demon, but then he probably noticed that they were standing.
Yep.
And it was like, nah, I'm not gonna demon here.
Yeah, he definitely waited for the right opportunity to sneak in that demon.
Mhm.
So good awareness from Tega there, and with that, both Balrog players are out of the tournament.
Yeah. I mean,
Not what I would have expected, honestly.
they had both of them got to play Sim, and it is, in my opinion, one of their. It's a good matchup for Balrog. I would assume. Not saying nothing against Arturo's skill. Obviously, Arturo won the matchups, right?
Yep.
Right. He won the bad matchup. Right. He earned a spot here. But you would say that the matchup that they needed to have, they had.
Yeah.
And even against Kage, that's not a bad matchup for Balrog.
Yeah.
Right.
So but again, this is a testament. These are the strongest, some of the strongest players in the region. And these are certainly players that when they know they have a bad matchup, these are some of the matchups that they work on the most because they don't want to go out just to the matchup. They want to make the player work for it too.
Definitely.
So
All right, but we have 2 of the strongest players in the tournament in the winners finals. Now, these 2 are not strangers to each other. I actually saw a clip today of Metro losing this exact matchup.
yeah, and this is one of the matchups where you would definitely see Space Boy still using Sakura, just because Sakura actually has a decent fireball game, ton of corner carry with her cross counter standing heavy kick into B skill. Pretty much anyone on the screen, you're probably gonna get cornered from that. And she has good damage from jumping. So
Yeah, that, and she has good bust out move too. Like EX Tatsu activate, such a good bust out move.
Yep.
Like, and one of the best 4-frame punishes in the game with that standing light kick. great walk speed. The back walk speed is terrific. Good natural anti-airs as well. Has an EXDP if she is getting pressed. So it's not like one of those situations where, all right, she can be bullied on offense, right? On defense, I mean, right? But like, as you can see, like she's keeping up with Tega and footsies because of the foot speed.
Yeah, she definitely is no slouch in the foot speed department. One of the few characters that's able to keep up with the mobility of Vega. And she's scary, man. If she gets in, she has quite a bit of damage potential.
Doesn't hit like a little girl. Actually hit like a truck.
Absolutely not. Definitely hit like a truck.
All right, the plus again. Good air there. I feel like that jump forward jab, sometimes it's a little scary to look at because when he comes forward, I feel like it puts Vega in a very scrambly situation because it doesn't look like he's landing with plus frames. It looks like maybe even at best, right? A lot of players respect it, but I feel like if I were there, or if I were the Vega, I wouldn't want to be right next to somebody where maybe I'm not plus or they could bust out with a DP.
And Spaceboy doing a real good job right there of using those tools that we mentioned, such as a walk speed, to kind of just bully his way in. And Metro, Vega in general, not known for having the best anti-airs. You see, he has to do things like that, like kind of jump jab sometimes, just to cover some weird angles. Not really going to be winning off of that. So
I mean, it is a jab too, so it's not doing a lot of damage.
Exactly. So it's definitely one of those matchups where you have to work for all the little bit of damage you can get.
And then Metro being super respectful, not even like using the beat still through a lot of these fireballs, just kind of bulldogging his way in.
Yep, and very patient game because he didn't lose a lot of life as a result of those fireballs.
No, but he did lose a lot of real estate, and which is in turn turning into life loss.
And as you mentioned, you got now Spaceboy the one with the lead and the corner.
I'll tell you the truth. Like, I don't care how much life you have. If your back is against the wall, even if you have like 70% life lead, you're losing. Because this is the only spot that you would have lost.
Yeah, so definitely, to your point, Spaceboy was able to create his win condition right there, and now working on a perfect right now.
Ain't going for the stylish stuff.
If he goes for the back throw.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'll kill it. And I like that he calculated it too, because I don't think the back throw. Well, he did lose the match, so he might have killed. But it added the one tick of like great help with the down strong before the back.
Yeah, definitely wanted to make sure that back throw was gonna get the kill.
I'm pretty sure it would have killed too, because there was no mask. At that point, he loses 10% of his health, so it probably would have killed. But I like the little making sure.
And aside from this being a matchup where Kura kind of can impose her will against Vega because she walks so fast and can kind of maintain that corner position against him, I feel like this is more of a player matchup where Spaceboy just recognizes what makes Metro tick and how to expose some of the things that Metro might not be good at dealing with. Hitting that prep and feel right there.
And feeling turns back.
Building a little bit of meter, goes for the back throw.
Yeah, the thing is though, like, you have to be, it's super hard to be on point on everything. Because is she gonna do an EX fireball and stay plus? Is she gonna do like a semi-charge fireball? And then if I try to like jab in between that, I get hit, it trades, and then you get taken to the oil.
Awesome mistake right there.
This is getting taken to the oil. It could have been worse. It could have been. Guess side stuff. Oh no.
Spaceboy was working on a perfect right there, but that execution mistake. Now he's the one taking pressure in the corner. Wow, wake up crouching medium kick. He probably sniffed that Metro M was gonna go for a shimmy and rightfully made the decision. Oh, not ready for that missed target combo right there. And both players making a bunch of mistakes.
Okay. I was like, when that combo happened, I was like, really a light punish? But had the resources to do it without any meter, just use the V trigger bar.
sometimes it's not the mistake that he was looking for. So I agree. He does have to be a little bit more on point with the punish choice. But you know,
I mean, it was a perfect punish choice because it killed, right? It just I thought that maybe a medium punish, but I didn't really take into account the V trigger.
yeah. Oh, conversion.
Oh, is the convert? Oh, drop, combo drop, hash trigger still.
Players making some interesting drops that are kind of making the game a little bit messy.
Or I mean, I feel like making it messy is to Space Boy's benefit. Oh, that's gonna kill ya.
Yeah, wow. And just like that, Space Boy, unrelenting in his pressure, able to take 3 games in a row. I think he only lost a round maybe in that set. It was just constant aggression from Nesakura.
Yeah, like I mean, like I said, she kind of has like one of those one-style moves. It's kind of a skip neutral move that EX Hatsu, and then even when Space Boy kind of did it on block, it's -2. But then you gotta think to yourself, is he gonna EXDP? And then you're in a situation where if I get hit by EXDP, I'm already down like 80% health. Now I gotta guess for the actual set. Your decisions change.
Yeah, definitely. And depending on the player, because Space Boy is definitely one of the players that he is not afraid at all
No.
to bust out with EXDPs if he has to.
Yeah.
And he has a pretty good success rate on that. That's why he has, he recognizes the pace very well, and he's able to know when they want to press that button and able to establish that as part of the mix-up. So.
Right, but Metro is not out of the tournament yet. Still, actually, because that's the win his final, is in top 3.
Yeah, so that put him waiting in the losers finals, and up next we're gonna have Sabin versus Tega.
And the winner of that, I'm assuming that they will be going to the losers finals.
Yes, the winner of that will be playing against Metro M, and Space Boy is waiting in the grand finals.
Okay.
So we see that Tega's already queued up, ready to go. Tega has had a difficult road because it just so happens that a lot of the characters in this bracket do fight Kage really well. This is a season that Kage is certainly better than he was before, but he still has a lot of the same issues, especially with his ranges on his normal. And obviously against Dalsim, that's still problematic. So let's see. He has an uphill battle, but as we saw, he was able to pull through against the Balrog. He has it in him to, push through in these difficult matchups and get that damage, because we saw he was running through a Nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, Nightmare was the one that came to bring the bad dreams, but I think he's the one that's going to be having these nightmares from this day forward.
So up next, now we're just waiting for Arturo to come in. Definitely, Arturo's been looking pretty good, despite being put down into the losers by Space Boy.
I mean,
they were going back and forth, and he still is a favorite to win
I
this.
feel like it could have went either way, that set. And it definitely could have went either way.
It's go time. Let's do this. game.
This is the path to achieve enlightenment.
Be afraid. Now you. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. You win. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. You win. Round one. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Final round. Fight! You lose. Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! It's go time. Let's do this. Tega.
I'll show you
This is the
epitome
path to
of
achieve
beauty.
enlightenment.
Round one. Fight.
I see.
Round two. Fight. You win. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. You lose. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. It's go time. It's go time. do this.
Let's do
This
it.
is the path to
I'm always
achievement.
ready for a fight.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. You lose. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! You win! Round one. Fight! Round two.